I just wanted to welcome everyone to the channel. If you are a subscriber, hey, we love y'all. If you are not a subscriber, just think about subscribing, coming to kick it with us. Here you will get relationship advice, you'll get our experience, you'll get some wisdom, and we'll always bring Jesus Christ, okay? He in the midst of us, y'all. He said when two or three. Now, I want to get to this. Real, you ready to get to this?
Yes.
Social media and marriage. Now, did y'all know that the daily? I'm sorry. Now, did y'all know that data suggests that 1 in 7 marriages end in divorce due to social media? 1 in 5 couples argue daily due to social media. How you feel about that? Right. It's crazy.
Well, for us, we don't have all that problems like that with social media because before we met, me and my wife met in 2017. Before we met, we wasn't on social media like that.
Right.
All that, I took 2 years before I met you, and you said you took about
right. I was never like this social media maniac. Okay. So I would get off, I was going through my divorce and my separation. Right. So no, I wasn't. I mean, I would get on what was that, Snapchat?
Mm-hmm.
But that was about it. I would just, at that time, that was like what? 8 years ago, maybe?
Take,
yeah. So.
Yeah, when it was popping, it was doing its thing.
Right.
But the biggest leading one is that I see, and which it makes sense, is Facebook. Facebook is the one that you're staying in contact with your family and friends, and it could be Instagram, but Facebook just seems like, oh, you can see your high school friends and family. Mm-hmm. So I could kind of see a little bit where Facebook is like the number one problem that's, probably in people's marriages and stuff.
Right.
When it comes to somebody like staying in touch. Mm-hmm. And trying to talk to somebody on social media, like, hey, how you doing? And all this other. If you're saying something inappropriate where you can't share with your wife, I think we should stop. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So, I don't know. And you can't be able to, you're hiding this from your spouse. I'm not going to say husband, but spouse, because it can be the wife doing the same thing. Right. It don't matter if it's innocent or anything, because you can see a friend that used to know back in the day that's the opposite sex. You can't share that with your spouse, and you're going to be like, well, I'm grown. I can do it. It's my page. I can do what I want.
Okay.
And, if we're talking to the young...
Well, that just sounds very inconsiderate. So if someone has that type of mindset, they need to really sit down and adjust their thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because you might think it's innocent, but... to you, it's innocent. Your spouse like, no, that's cheating. Would you consider that somebody reaching out?
I mean, anything that
cheating.
You have to hide from me, if you're hiding it, yes. That would be because you're lying to me, you're deceiving me, you're trying to anyway. So if you're hiding it, secretive, I'm not going to tell my husband or wife because they're not going to like this. So that means you shouldn't be doing it.
Right, or they're not going to understand.
Or they're not. What is there to understand you reaching out to the opposite sex? I don't care if you knew this person 10 years ago. Why would you want to, haven't spoken to them in 10 years, now you're trying to rekindle something? I think that's very inappropriate.
When y'all relationships on the rocks, marriage is doing...
I think that you're right. I mean...
not doing good.
Either way, nothing should be a secret in your marriage.
Right.
That's it.
Definitely. Or reaching out or trying to like people... picture. I know people, that was like the biggest thing. Like, how you liking her picture? Why you liking this picture? Me? I ain't liking nobody. I don't care.
I like everybody's stuff.
Who you? Especially from the opposite sex. I ain't liking nothing.
I like everybody's stuff.
I go right there. Yeah, funny or not, or what the picture look good.
But that's the thing. Like, why should it have to be like that? I mean, we as brothers and sisters should be able to like each other's stuff without it becoming a problem in our marriage. I feel like there should be boundaries. I feel like you should be able to like someone, congratulate them, leave a comment, leave some encouragement without it being an issue in your marriage.
Right. For the people who have safe marriage, people who have mature communication, mature attitudes, and acting really selfless and thinking about the other partner, right? You should be able to do that. But with social media and lives and relationship, a lot of sneaky stuff, a lot of things people are doing and don't want to share. So right.
Well, you should do
You
it.
might have to go over the top and think like and put yourself in this place because I want to make sure that you understand that I'm on social media to focus or do other stuff. You know, is that making sense?
Right.
So that, you know, I do it personally to make sure you know. Overstand that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You get it, you know. So that's me personally, brother. I think you should lead with that. But if you have a healthy, mature relationship, then you can. Hey, is she okay with you liking it? You ain't gonna have no problem because arguments I stay away from anything that's gonna cause us discomfort or something. Like no, I'm good.
Right. I totally understand that because unfortunately I have to tell you what another shows. Okay. Like
Talk to me.
the data.
Mm-hmm.
Data does suggest that most people go online to try to catch their spouse being unfaithful on social media platforms. I mean, that would.
So you talking about somebody, they call it like a burner or fake page or some type. I heard about that, especially you do catfish. Film people do cat. You see those episodes where people.
Or now at this point, it's stuff like Jack TV or
Right.
is it Umi? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
If I'm mispronouncing his name, my bad. But yes, things like that where they set you up. And for me on that, I think it's wrong because I feel like you should be able to come to your spouse and have the conversation and express your insecurities and just ask them about, whatever is making you feel insecure. Just have that conversation. I feel like it's really wrong to put that temptation out there, put half-naked people in front of them. That's wrong, and you think that they're gonna pass and just be the strongest that they could be.
Right.
It's like, would you be the strongest that you could be if y'all was in the place y'all at and them setting you up?
Right.
So I just think that it's very immature, and for some reason people get a satisfaction off of seeing, including myself. Like when I first seen it, I had a satisfaction of seeing somebody else's drama, and that's pretty sad.
Right.
So that's just, that's where I'm at with that.
I did not think about the social media and the people setting their other spouse up, and you hear that, and you're like, I don't know, you kind of on both sides. You like, yeah, that's pretty messed up for you to set me up and you using this account. On the other hand, like if you kind of, because you see some couples, or you hear certain things that people say like, he stopped or he didn't want to do it, but the person kept pushing on and on and on and on.
Right.
And I seen the couple where one, he just said, no, get out. Some eventually they're like, you end up doing this. But to me, yeah, I don't know. It kind of seemed messed up. You just set me up. We could just ask me or what,
right?
Or to go
it's that
through
communication,
all that.
right?
Yeah, you could have just
and then that's embarrassing,
right? What if I have one moment in my entire life? What if that person have one moment of weakness in their entire life, and you're like, "What is over? This is completely." And he tried to stop.
We've seen situations where they cheated first,
right?
So they felt like, oh, since I cheated, let me see if they gonna cheat back, and then setting people up like it's like. First of all, we too old for that. For me, I am 33 years old. I don't have time for those games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for that.
Right.
It's either we gonna communicate or we should not be together. If we cannot communicate our issues, insecurities, or whatever, then we shouldn't be together. If I gotta set you up and make fake pages and talk to you and be like, hey man, I miss you, and I like what? That message will never be seen, or I'm gonna see it because I have all access.
Yeah.
So this just
and we share page, so y'all we sharing. We share Allan&Eve. We share our stuff. So you try to contact me, you probably get my wife. So you try to slide in, you get my wife. Probably. Yeah. It ain't gonna be me, especially messages like that. It's cut off. But yeah, anything else you wanted to add or anything?
Nope, not really. I just want to encourage you all to really focus on your marriage for all of the married couples. Focus on your marriage. Why are you on social media comparing yourself or, looking at somebody else's relationship and saying, "Oh, I wish my husband would do this and that." But my thing is, look at the great qualities that your husband does possess at this moment and stop being ungrateful. And this could be for the husband or the wife, but I'm really talking to my sister, wifey. I need you to understand this and grasp it, okay? And for the single women out there, I need you to be celibate because it said that our bodies is a temple of the Holy Spirit. He's not trying to go out and be a prostitute. If you want to do that, then don't consider yourself a follower of something. You're not following the commandments. You're not doing what Jesus Christ asked you to do. So don't say you're following him, okay? But I love y'all. And I say all of this in love. I hope you receive it in love. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. We love y'all.
Hey, we made good time because the alarm about to go off.